gathered here, friends and family. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to OnlyFans TV. I am your host, the award winning male talent, the international man of not as much mystery but more free flowing information. We're going to be opening up our hips. We're going to be opening up our lower back. First thing I want you to do is to get into a lower lunge position. We're holding each of these stretches for 30 seconds. I feel I must apologize initially for my last video. The audio was rejected. As a Grammy nominated sound engineer, I took that as a personal insult. I didn't enjoy saying that my audio wasn't up to the OnlyFans TV standard. So today, we perhaps might not have any music, but if we do, it's going to be very low. You'll see now, after 30 seconds, I've reached back and grabbed my foot, okay? I'm pulling that foot as close to my buttocks as possible while driving my hip forward, letting go gently, elegantly, effortlessly. We switch legs. Again, pushing the crotch and hips forward, perhaps letting the knee go over the toes a little bit to really get a stretch in the Achilles tendon. You're going to be feeling this deep in those hips, driving the pelvic floor forward with the hips, opening up that back leg's hip. Just like that young man Drake says, it's all about the ankles, baby. We now have Wi-Fi in my new apartment. Do you love my new apartment? We are now reaching back for that left leg. Pulling the head up. Should be pulling the shoulders down back a little bit, but this is the first round of the stretch. So we will allow this posture. See that breathing in now and pushing the hips that little bit more forward. We like that. We love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we are now. Everybody, now we're moving into the second round for our front of our legs and hamstrings, stretch and hips. This is all lower body, beautiful stuff, getting into the lower back and core a little bit, dominating, let's say, from your belly button south. That is the agenda on today's script, in today's class of euphoric bliss. This is where we find ourselves. I am now lifting up, reaching for that back foot. You can see the black dirt on my soles of my feet. But here we are. Look at that. I can see actively here. Well, you can see the separation between my hamstring and my quads. But also you can see that I am trying to pull the chest up as tall as possible, the shoulders back, as I drive the hips forward, forward, always forward, always progressing. We now have the final round, number 4, on this leg, of this exercise, of this stretch, of this shamanic bliss. I will share with you that looking out the window from my new home, I am laughing and smiling so much at the view of the Griffith Observatory, the Hollywood sign, and downtown Los Angeles. All three far, far in the distance. Whereas before I was north of downtown and west of the Griffith Observatory and the Hollywood sign, I am now southwest of all three of them, looking back at them, laughing, with my back to the ocean. Here we are now, reaching for that final foot in the video, and here on the audio you'll be able to hear me reaching for my first sip of coffee. I love the Strong Coffee Company. They produce the best stuff for me. Now we are moving on. We are progressing, as we all should in every element of life. Straightening out the leg, laying it before us. We are hinging at our hips. We are trying to keep our back as straight as possible. We are engaging our pelvic floor, our belly button, our core. We're opening up in the lower back, the top buttock, all the way through to the hamstring. And that's just on your right leg. On your left leg, you're getting bang deep. Now we're collapsing forward after 30 seconds. Collapsing down, opening up, just intensifying the stretch on both parts of both legs. I love this one because you're hitting the same muscle groups at different angles. What does our good friend Mr. Drake, the hip-hop pop artist, say? It's all about them angles. Oh yes, baby. Now coming up slowly, delicately. Pay no attention to the dirt of my feet. My mop had not yet arrived when I shot this video. Thank you, Jeff Bezos' Amazon. There we are, switching sides. See the way I can't get down as far on this side. So, I am up on my fingers just a little bit. Breathing into the core, opening up your lower back, opening up your hamstrings. Breathing the pressure, letting it all flow away. Keeping the back as straight as possible, keeping your shoulders down and back as much as possible. Reaching forward, collapsing the back, intensifying the depth of this stretch. Breathing from the core. Every breath we get deeper. Every breath we loosen up, we let go. Every breath, blessed, blessed. Coming up gently, switching out legs for our second round of relaxation, of yoga excellence. We are letting go. We are loving ourselves. We are giving compassion not only to ourselves, but to the universe. When the universe asks us how we are doing, we are not concerned. We are only concerned for how everyone else is doing. That's how well we know we are doing. We have an abundance of excellence collapsing down now. Really, you can see the hips moving from side to side in a minimal fashion. Engaging that pelvic floor. Becoming one with your core. Hands planted firmly on the floor. Breathing through your belly button. Finding whatever angles of tightness you may. Releasing where you can. Swishing. Swishing is very similar to switching. Switching out your legs. We again try to keep that back as straight as possible. We ideally want to keep our hips in line. I can see here I am twisting a little bit because of my profession. I have a lot of tightness in my lower back due to all the thrusting and holding of, other females' weight ranging from anywhere from 105 to 185 pounds. As we collapse forward, we praise the gods and we thank them for any impingements, for any injuries we have endured. These have been the spoils of wars won. letting go, breathing into the floor, hands planted firmly, belly button tight. Now we come up tabletop. We are going to have a little bit of our tea. Oh, that's not a cup of coffee, that's a cup of tea. Do you like our Jaws cup? A ballerina bought us this Jaws cup at the, I believe it was the Museum of Motion Picture, the Academy Awards Museum, that's right, built on the land of Edward Doheny by LACMA, that's right, in that city far, far away, Los Angeles, my old stomping grounds. Now we are in pigeon pose. We're sitting up tall, bringing our ankle to our outside wrist, trying to keep our back leg in line, as opposed to whichever leg you have forward. After 30 seconds, we again are going to dominantly collapse down to the floor, again praising little Drake as the angles. We want to hit the angles. It's all about the angles. Really letting your buttock and your hip sink into the floor, perhaps finding a little bit of movement here. You will notice that I have a hat, tracksuit bottoms, and a shirt on, sweater, because it is, and a heater pointed directly at me, I might add, on this Saturday morning. We switch legs, again bringing that foot up as parallel as possible to the ground, sitting up tall, using our hands to stabilize ourselves, straightening that back leg, keeping the pressure in our hips, letting it all go, letting it all flow, riding the lightning of life, collapsing down now, knowing we shall hold it for 30 seconds. I take a sip of my Jaws cup to remind me that just like Steven Spielberg, we all have to start somewhere. Jaws, arguably one of the greatest films ever made. I am having another sip of my own coffee now, encouraged by watching myself sip some of the tea. And allow me to assure you, everyone listening at home, in your offices, in your cars, or on the way to work, I am drinking my coffee from the very same Jaws cup. We switch legs now. We open up even taller now for this second round. Plunging our muscles open, regenerating red blood cells. Rejuvenation, regeneration. We can turn back the hands of time together. We have no other option. We must reverse the aging process. We must take our medicine. We collapse down, forward for another 30 seconds, ready to hold the line. Know where you want your health to be and demand it of yourself. These movements, these actions, these are mandatory movements of life. You ever see that film, The Terminator, with that Austrian immigrant, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Come with me if you want to live, is what the Terminator said to Sarah Connor, and that is what I am saying to you. Switch out your legs, sit up tall, pull your shoulders down and back, remain stoic in life, pay no mind to my dominant view from my high floor dominating over the city, as I collapse forward, knowing my back will love this TLC. We open. We breathe. We let go. Like a stick of frozen butter. With movement, time, we warm up till we are like liquid, flowing through the world, rolling down the street like a ball of butter. Here we are now, really capitalizing now on that movement. We have our hamstrings loose, we have our buttocks loose, we have our lower back loose. They are ready, they know we're coming, they know we're on our way. Everyone's warm. Let us now plant one leg in front of us, hinging at the hip, engaging the core, finding the tallest position for our back while feeling tension in our spine, where it inserts into our hips and our buttocks, ideally. We will hold for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, we collapse forward, reaching for our foot, loving our foot, wiggling our toes, melting on top of our own legs, finding any length we can, finding any movement we can, finding all the peace and freedom that we can. Now, switching legs, we rise, we find our tall position. I am grinning and laughing, looking at the Hollywood sign and Griffith Observatory. I'm perhaps passing some sort of comment to the camera there that we may never ever hear. But my lord, let me tell you, looking at Los Angeles from 25, I believe, miles southwest of where it once was, with the dominant Hollywood sign and Griffith Observatory far, far in the background, that was part of this lotto ticket I never expected. Now collapsing down forward. We can feel every ligament and tendon and muscle fiber in our lower spine and back opening up. We collapse down. We breathe deeply. We come one. Smashing the competition. Opening up. Switching legs. We repeat for the second round these ablutions, these rituals, these mantra. Feeling good. We have a big smile on our face. We are the light of stardust. Holding for 30 seconds, collapsing down forward, building the tension, using your foot. If you can reach your foot like me, I use the toes of my foot to elongate further. I am a selfish boy. I want all the stretches I can get. They must be mine. Deeper and deeper, I insist the release must come. Rising up tall, we switch out legs one final time. Whatever view you have, you embrace it. Perhaps you're looking only at my screen. Let me know in the comments. I should probably have the camera facing me and not to the side. This was my artistic choice. I'm looking around and I'm thinking that at the exact same time. It looks like Yes, maybe I should have the camera set up in the window facing me, and then, yes. I know that my artistic choice, collapsing down forward now, family, please, please, everyone, pay attention. We collapse down forward, ready to hold for 30 seconds, opening up in our lower back and our spine. But yes, we are always pushing for excellence here. Here at Celtic Iron, we're always with the whole team, the board of trustees are always pushing forward. We are, it is called. Here we go now. Hello. Few technical issues. We're coming back to you now. Let's open up here. Let's open up. Let's get it going on now. Let's get it going on. We are here for excellence. Oh, we're taking the big stretch now. Taking the big stuff. We're going full splits. Well, as far as we can go, as far as you can go, as far as we go together. You understand me? There you go now. Pulling it in tight. You are engaging every muscle fiber of that pelvic floor. Opening up, pushing, pulling, and pushing. You're pushing your belly button forward, and maybe you're pulling your buttocks back. But one thing you are definitely doing is you are keeping your toes pointed to the ceiling. You don't let your feet fall forward. You don't let your feet fall back. Particularly now that you collapse forward. See this look in my eyes? This is the look of a man that doesn't go to industry parties. I don't go to any parties, in fact. I've worked the Oscar parties, the Golden Globes, the Grammys. I've built stages for Chanel, Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, Dolce & Gabbana. Okay, I know what cool is. There's no party that any industry or there's no party that's going to be cooler than the parties I've already been to. Okay, we toured with Nick Jonas. We toured with Taylor Swift. Flip side of that, we toured with 9 Inch Nails. We toured with Slipknot. I am deaf in one ear. I have all the war wounds to show for it. This is a boy that is up at 3:30 a.m. waiting for the sun to rise. The Irishman up before Jesus and the Mexicans. Okay? The grateful, the noble immigrant trying to hunt for peace, hunt for freedom. The very embodiment of the American dream. This is what looks at you now. Collapsing forward, putting as much tension into your hips as possible, getting the blood flow going on, opening up the angles. Every day is an opportunity to perform. Every day is an opportunity to improve. These are the ablutions we must do. Now, coming to the side, while the core is engaged, we collapse over, reaching for the foot, ideally opening up at the hips. You will feel this in the side of your lower back. Everything until now has been a warm-up, just to get into the detail of this position. See, as I pull the shoulder back and I open up further to the camera, further to you, my audience. We come to the end of that 30 seconds and we repeat. We cascade down. This side we are perhaps a little bit more open. Maybe you will be open on one side more than the other. We are all human. Breathing into your belly button. Praying to God and thanking the heavens for the release and the satisfaction that comes from this stretch. Oh baby, that's the stuff right there. oh baby, if you are a physical performer or you do anything in your life that commands you to drive forward or to pull back, there's going to be a lot of tension held in your lower spine. This right here, this is the main solo of the entire performance. Sitting on the floor in an open splits as far as your body will allow, and bending from one side to the other, reaching for your foot and breathing the pressure through your body that is built up with the efforts you have exerted in the previous week. We can do it. We can do it. To see the look in my face, to see my eyes. We must do it. People think that I have a choice. There is no choice. There is only life. There is only forward. There is only now. There is only right here. And what we do in this moment together. We hold for 30 seconds. We breathe deeply and release. We find movement in our lower spine. You can put your hands underneath your knees and bring them suckers back together. And now, big boys, we go right over the tops of our heads, bringing our toes to the ground. If you can safely do that, you may move further back. If you can safely find movement, you may do that also, as I have done here. I apologize for covering my face with my legs, but it's what I must do. Forgive me. Oh yes, I'm remembering and just looking at this. I know how good that feels on the shoulders and back. Oh my God, all the way up through your spine, your buttocks, your hamstrings, your calves, your Achilles tendon. We are killing the game, baby. Now we are reaching our arm out, putting it out in a T position as we reach across to the opposing knee and pull it across our body. This is the Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child solo right here. We are on clouds being pulled along by unicorns, okay? Zeus is playing the pipes. Persephone is doing some very nice things to us. We're rocking and rolling in the free world. We switch over and we do this leg. Oh, you can see it in the face. The face tells all the truth. Here we go, bringing the knee across the body, reaching the opposing arm out into a T position. The objective here is to keep your shoulder on the ground and keep your hip on the ground. Yes, we would like to get the knee to the ground, but that knee ain't going to the ground while we keep the shoulder and the opposing hip on the ground. So, we focus, we breathe, we relax, we open. Pain upon pain, Mother Teresa. Here we go, round two. Legs up over the head. Breathing into it, finding a little bit of movement here. Oh baby, I love this. I love this. Just using gravity to massage your own body is such a joy. Such a joy. This is our medicine. Make sure you have your medicine today. Oh my Lord, opening it out. I feel more relaxed just watching myself. I trust this is working for you too. All my people at home. Here we go, repeating. Knee across the body, breathing into it. Getting the heat into our lower back, getting the heat into our hips, getting the heat into our hamstrings, opening up at all angles. Feeling the flow of oxygen move through your body, rolling out of it, repeating as we transcend this mortal plane for a final stretch in this epic 30-minute yoga class. Thank you for joining me all here. Look at those toes. Do I need to get a pedicure? I need to go to Butter Nails on Hollywood Boulevard, where Marissa Tomei, Charlize Theron, Lady Gaga, and all the other starlets get their manis and petties done. Oh yes, baby. We are here. The Irishman has arisen. We are ready to rock and roll in this free world. God bless you. Thank you.